Yeah. Fired up.
This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times. Every turn, every line we find, trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every set of build from the ground we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go in. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs, we're the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, we don't miss shots. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Got weekly sets ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace controlled. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear. Yeah, we test, we tone, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, we're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1. Till we build, till we build, till we build, Tier 1 setup shop.
Looking to take your racing to the next level? You need speed and you need style. At Tier 1 Setup Shop, we'll help you hit the track with total confidence. We provide race-winning setups for all three eNASCAR series, Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, plus a huge variety of asphalt oval cars. We've also brought that performance to the dirt. Winged and non-winged sprint cars, micro sprints, dirt midgets, all built by racers who know how to win. And now, get the perfect look. We offer professional wraps and graphics with Tier 1 wraps. Multiple feature artists make it easy to find a design to fit your exact needs and budget. Get what you need when you need it with individual setup purchases, or get full weekly access with a Tier 1 subscription. Tier 1 Setup Shop. You're more than a customer, you're part of the team.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This isn't just an...
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Tier 1 Studios. My name's Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. Joining me tonight are the voices inside my head, alongside my good friends, myself and I, as we join the Dutch's Dirty Dozen here at Michigan Raceway for another fantastic night of racing with these guys here at the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Ryan Apt, the current race defender, currently down in seventh fastest car on track, as we're on board with Austin Alexa in the number 13 Liquid Death Machine. Going to be a fantastic night of racing. Sorry, I'm still readjusting to my new triple monitor setup. Let's get somebody who's down pit road into the booth. Let's see who we got. Let's see. You know what? We'll skip pre-race interviews for tonight. It's fine. But yes, we're back once again on a beautiful Friday night here in New England. Ryan Apt, the defending race winner, at the moment. Dirty Air is going to make passing and racing in general very difficult around here at Michigan Raceway, 2-mile unrestricted racetrack out here tonight. Going to be a fantastic night, I can already tell. Ryan Apt, the 2-mile merchant, as he's been dubbed here in the league. We're going to see some high line and low line action here at Michigan Raceway. High side tends to have a lot of speed. Low line tends to have great runs off of and into the turns. Another big question is going to be for tonight, who is going to have the better tire conservation on this mixed asphalt and concrete surface, as Austin Alexa seems to have had some kind of disconnect. So let's jump down to Tom Shacklock in the 66, pacing the 40 Travelers Whiskey Machine right in front of him. Down the backstretch we go, and turning the 40 around with 2 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in the practice. Stage points will be added, updated to the rules. Stage points will go to the top 10 post-race. There are 25 cars starting this race tonight. Going to be a huge field out here at Michigan Raceway, so hopefully this makes the racing action just that much better out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Two laps to stage end. Pit road will be closed, and stage lap will be at lap 40. 100 laps here under the sun at Michigan Raceway. Let's jump over. Where's my mouse? There it is. Take a look at this 2-mile racetrack. 2 miles, 1,018 feet in the air, 55 mile an hour pit road speed limit. Let's take a look at the weather. 73 degrees in the air, 93 on the racetrack. Going to be a little slick out there, but there should be plenty of grip overall on the racetrack out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. I am loving my new telemetry on the top of the screen. This looks so good. Dutch's Dirty Dozen is brought to you in part by Hidden, built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water-resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters the most. We even built zinc anti-odor technology right into the fabric so you stay undetected for longer. We partnered with Lee Brice and songwriter Rob Hatch to design it, and our patented camo pattern is built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com, HIDEN.com. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. Last 10 seconds of practice, Wesley Tribble with the fastest time. Austin Alexa in second, Trevor Quisenberry in third, Tyler Alton, Joe Melina, Mason Stevens, Ryan Apt, Jordan Warnock, Garrett Turm, and Tom Shacklock down in 10th as we head over to qualifying here with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. We're going to go to Hidden onboard camera. The Hidden in-car cam, new to the broadcast this week. So that's going to be exciting. Who is going to be the brave one to go out first here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen? Parker Parrish will be the first one out. Let's jump on board with him in the number 88. Let's go straight to Gyrocam as we roll off of pit road and take a listen and watch what he has to offer for us tonight. one of the faster drivers in this league, number 88 of Parker Parrish, off the bottom of turn 2, rolling off the pit road, all the way up against the wall. Really needs to rev this thing out, wind this baby up all the way to terminal velocity. Into turns 3 and 4 we go, really trying to wind this baby up all the way down to the yellow line. Got to be careful not to clip it too hard, otherwise you will spin yourself out, as we have seen multiple times in other leagues. All the way down to the white line. Green flag is out for Parker Parrish and his first qualifying run. Down into turns 1 and 2, diving right on down, about maybe half a lane away from the yellow line on the bottom. Sliding back all the way up to the wall, right up against it. Keeping it in 5th gear, letting that roll through the turn freely on its own in 5th gear. Not downshifting like we've seen some other folks in practice. Winding back onto the power early through turn 3 and off of turn 4 we go. All the way up against the wall and right back down to the bottom of the racetrack, all the way to the grass. White line rule is in effect. Parker Parrish currently leading the way. Reese Plautus 0.08 behind. Cole Larson, Andrew Argo with the new fastest time. Let's actually switch over to the normal tower. Tyler Alton with the new fastest time, 38.153. Andrew Argo 0.207 behind. Ryan Apt 0.269 behind. Parker Parrish 0.365. Reese Plautus 0.45. Jordan Warnock 0.487. Cole Larson almost a full second behind. Parker Parrish will not improve out here tonight at Michigan. Very unfortunate qualifying run for him in the number 88 Hidden Machine. Let's go down to Joe Manella in the number 18. Keeping it on the racing surface, a little bit different than we've seen so far. This is his opening lap. Keith Vaughn up to 8th in the number 45 Toyota, 0.942 behind. Cole Larson improved, down to a 0.46. Jacob Williams in the 77, 1.039 behind the leader. Tyler Alton with a hell of a lap, 38.153 to beat. That is going to be a big ask for a lot of drivers out here. Joe Manella with a little radio issue through turns 3 and 4, all the way down through the bottom of the restart zone into the grass, past the start-finish line. Joe Melina must have had an invalid lap, because that lap did not count. He's going to have to go around again and hope he can keep that momentum going. Back down the backstretch we go. Really trying to wind that baby up all the way down the backstretch into turn 3. Shallower banks than Daytona or Talladega, but they're still pretty darn steep. Riding that yellow line and sliding back up to the high side off of turn 4 past the grandstands we go. All the way down to the white line and all the way to the grass past the start-finish line. Joe Melina up to 3rd with that run, 0.189 behind. What a run from the 18. Let's jump down to Fuzz Seeley in the 32 machine. Number 32 Ford Mustang. Cross the start-finish line. This may be his opening lap. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Fuzz Seeley up to 14th at the moment. 0.909 behind. Jacob Williams, 1.117. Garrett Turk with a flying lap, 38.076, beating out Tyler Alton by 0.077 of a second. Serious speed out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. A fantastic field of cars, as I just remember. I might want to... Where's my mouse? There it is. There. Oops. My bad. Past the start-finish line, Fuzz Seeley holds 15th. Not the greatest qualifying run. Did not improve his time either. Still 0.909 behind. Trevor Quisenberry up to 3rd. Rolling back through turns 1 and 2. He may be on a cool-down lap. Yes, he is. Slowing that car right on down. Let's go down to Austin Beckman in the number 11. Go on to Chopper Cam for a little bit. Try this out, considering Michigan does not have a mixed camera. Holding the high side, surprisingly. First time we've seen that on the cameras tonight. Holding it high through turns 3 and 4, letting it sweep back down towards the bottom, right at the edge of the pit road entry. First flying lap for Austin Beckman, Joey Stone also on track, Dominic Billings, Wesley Tribble, Kyler McCarthy, Zach Alexa, Nathan Reed, Jonathan McKenzie yet to qualify. 11 up into the wall off of turn 2. That's going to be invalidating his run, hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't do that again for his next lap. As I'm just seeing Blue Ridge Motorsports in chat. It's Joe Menon, Ella? My apologies. I English the goodliest. You should know this by now. I English so goodly, it's not funny. I learned that from MASH. And if you know what MASH is, you're old like me. At the whopping age of 25. 24. Point being, Austin Beckman across the start-finish line in the 11. Good enough for 16th. Joey Stone up to 19th in the 83. Waiting on Billings, Tribble, McCarthy, Alexa, and Reed, and McKenzie to qualify out here tonight. 6 cars left. Join us here at Tier 1 Studios tomorrow night. We will be doing a, quote, double feature in a sense. I will be broadcasting my in-car point of view of the Core Pro 4 D2 series. So this is the free-to-play series with the Core Champions Off-Road Racing Esports League as Joey Stone comes out of nowhere in the number 83 and destroys the field. Up to 3rd for the 83 of Joey Stone. What a run! Wow! Wow. What a run from the number 83, despite the fact that his number says 8. That's only going to make me confused, but it's fine. We'll be fine. I'm just going to roll with it. Wesley Tribble and Kyler McCarthy onto the racetrack now. 0-2 of Wesley Tribble. But yes, anyway, join us tomorrow here on Core. Tier 1 Studios will be here with the Core Pro 4 D2 Championship race starting around 8 p.m. Eastern. I will be doing my in-car race at Long Beach in the Pro 4 trucks. In case anyone's wondering, yes, the Core Championship Off-Road Racing Esports League is free to join for the D2 series. It is pay-to-play for the broadcasted series, which we'll also be doing tomorrow night, post-D2 race, as Wesley Tribble takes the green flag out here tonight at Michigan Raceway with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. I promise I'm not trying to promo another league too hard here. But yes, join us tomorrow night. We'll be doing a, quote, double feature of that. And on Sunday, we will be back with the Wild West Racing League Truck Series for round 2 of the playoffs. Wesley Tribble pulling off to the bottom of the racetrack, calling it quits. 24 of Kyler McCarthy will jump straight over to, past the start-finish line. McCarthy up to 15th. Good run at the moment. Can't quite make out what that sponsor is on the number 24. We continue riding around the racetrack here at Michigan Raceway. A lot of fast cars and fast drivers struggling out here tonight at Michigan. This is a definitely unique racetrack in a sense of it's shallower and it has the same top speeds as a super speedway, but it takes a lot more wrestling to keep these cars controlled. Kyler McCarthy improves again up to 7th in the number 24. Not a bad run from him. Wesley Tribble back out on the racetrack in the 0-2. Gonna only have one lap to make it happen. Sunday, we will be with the Wild West Racing League. I currently forget where we're gonna be with them. Allow me to double check. We will be at Echo Park Atlanta Speedway as a 0-2 all the way down to the grass, almost mowing the grass. Across the start-finish line with a banger run up to 12th. Not a bad run from the 0-2, but that's going to be the only qualifying he has. Really needed that extra lap to wind that baby up, with that first lap invalidated after a wreck off of turn 2, and he decided that the car was too broken to continue. Or the iconic NASCAR spotter here on iRacing said, you have wheel damage. The phrase that haunts us all here on iRacing. Dominic Billings, Zach Alexa, Nathan Reed, and Jonathan McKenzie yet to qualify out here tonight. Dominic Billings just joining the racetrack now. In the hidden Dutch's Dirty Dozen number 89 machine. Down the backstretch we go, really trying to wind that thing up. These cars are not super comfortable around these 2-mile circuits. These cars were really built for the intermediates and super speedways. And even at the intermediates and short tracks, these things are a handful and a half to really race out here as the 89 starts his first flying lap. 89 of Dominic Billings down into turns 1 and 2 we go. Off a 2 and onto the backstretch. Got to keep it clean. All the way up against the wall, managing to do so this time. First car in a little bit that we've seen do it. No offense to anybody. Down into turns 3 and 4 we go. Off of turn 4 all the way down to the grass. Trying to keep it going here. Actually keeping it on the racing surface. Dominic Billings up to 9th in the number 89. What a run from him so far. Let's see if he can do it again. Through turns 1 and 2, holding about a lane and a half from the bottom. All the way up against the wall, keeping that thing going. Down the backstretch we go. Into turn 3. Riding the yellow line into 3 and off of turn 4, right back up against the wall. In the charge down towards the front stretch, all the way down to the grass this time. Past the start-finish line, Dominic Billings up to 2nd. 0.038 behind Garrett Turk. What a run. Zach Alexa, Nathan Reed, and Jonathan McKenzie not yet qualifying. We come down to the final few minutes of qualifying here at Michigan Raceway with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Here on Tier 1 Studio and on YouTube. Qualifying is over. We are ready to go racing out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. 100 laps of racing under the sun here at Michigan Raceway. I was playing around in practice earlier, so I have to join in, help make sure that we get things going here. As we take a look at the grid. Garrett Turk, Dominic Billings, Tyler Alton, Joey Stone, Trevor Quisenberry, Joe Menella, Mason Stevens, Kyler McCarthy, Rick Waltmeyer, Tom Shacklock, Andrew Argo, Ryan Apt, Wesley Tribble, Jordan Warnock, Keith Vaughn, Parker Parrish, Austin Alexa, Reese Cloudis, Cole Larson, Austin Beckman, Fuzz Seeley, Jacob Williams, Nathan Reed, Jonathan McKenzie, and Zach Alexa. Waiting on the final few cars to join into this race. Waiting on Nathan Reed at least. We are ready to go racing out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Garrett Turk leading the way off of pit road. Everybody ready to go racing. Let's see if we can really quick sneak in an interview. Let's see who we can find. Let's see here. Let's get Dominic Billings in here. Dominic Billings, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. Do you have a minute?
Yeah, I do have a minute.
Dominic, welcome up to the booth. What are your predictions out here for the race tonight in that beautiful number 89 Toyota Camry? You're lining up on the front row. What's the plan?
Plans to hopefully stay up here. I think there's going to be a really fun race tonight. Hopefully there's not going to be too many wrecks, so we can get a lot of racing in. Stage at 40. Plan on pitting every 30-ish laps, hopefully. Keep tires good, keep fuel up, and stay out of trouble.
Well, best of luck to you out there tonight. Thanks for joining us. Really quick, we'll let you get to it.
All right, thank you.
89 of Dominic Billings there. Nathan Reed will fail to start. Garrett Turk on the point. Pace car's lights are off as we roll down towards the restart zone. Pace car down pit road this time. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. First lap of 40 in stage 1. First lap of 100 here at Michigan Raceway. Green flag, green flag, green flag is in the air and we are racing. 3 in the 89, beautiful away, side by side down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2 we go. 93 and the 83 side by side down into turns 1 and 2. Whole field starting to spread out nice and early. Couple cars up to the high side, couple cars very loose off of turn 2. That was the 60. Oh, where's the 60? There he is. 60 Capri Sun Little Bites machine of Trevor Quisenberry. 93 of Tyler Alton, right around him. All the way up to the high side. A lot of folks trying to get single file early on into this race. 83 of Joey Stone right there behind him. We start settling in. Garrett Turk in the lead. Dominic Billings, Tyler Alton, Trevor Quisenberry, Joey Stone, Joe Menanella, Mason Stevens, Kyler McCarthy, Ryan Apt, Jordan Warnock, Tom Shacklock, Wesley Tribble. Austin Beckman all the way to the back of the pack. Caution in the air. Beckman, into the safety truck wall. What happened here? 11 off of turn 2. 42 and the 11 came together off of turn 2. 42 clipped the wall. Nowhere for the 11 to go. He bounces off. and rolls backwards into the safety truck area. Good bit of damage on the front left and the back bumper of that number 11. Garrett Turk leading the way still. Dominic Billings, Tyler Alton, your top 3. Trevor Quisenberry and Joey Stone running out the top 5. Joe Menonella, Mason Stevens, Kyler McCarthy, Ryan Apt, Jordan Warnock, Tom Shacklock, Wesley Tribble, Parker Parrish, Reese Cloudis, Cole Larson, Rick Waltmeyer, Andrew Argo, Keith Vaughn, Fuzz Sealing, Austin and Zach Alexa down in 20 and 21st. Jacob Williams, Jonathan McKenzie, and Austin Beckman. Last car on the lead lap. Let's jump back to this number 77. Let's see if we can actually get him in here. Jacob Williams, this is Pat Wilkinson of the booth. You got me.
Loud and clear, buddy. What's up?
Saw you didn't have a great qualifying, if you qualified at all out here tonight in that. I believe that is a Carson Hocevar number 77, yes?
Yes, sir. It's a little spectrum action going on today.
In more ways than one, I imagine. Autism joke.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I can do that. I can do that. I'm autistic. Leave me alone. Anyway.
That's all right. They call it a spectrum for a reason.
Not sure. Well, talk us through the reasoning behind not qualifying. Did you want to start at the back? Did you not make qualifying? What kind of happened there?
I qualified. I just got real tight in the exit of 2, and I hit the wall a little bit, knocked the toe out of it, and just didn't put a good lap down. So I just opted to go to the back and run it up front from there because I just needed to fix the car. So wasn't what I hoped for, but it'll get us going. I'll make it back up front somewhere.
Well, I hope the best for you out there tonight in that number 77. Thanks for joining us really quick out here tonight, and we'll let you get back to it.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Let's see who else we can get. Let's see if we can get previous race winner Ryan Afton here. Oop, maybe. No, I can't move him because that's a locked channel. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if we can get Joe Menonella in here. Joe Menonella, this is Pat Wilkinson of the booth. You got me.
I got you, sir.
That is how you say it, Menonella?
No, Manella.
Manella.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I was saying it right earlier, and someone on YouTube chat said it was wrong. Okay. All right, well, anyway. Working up here, up in 6th place at the moment. Fantastic qualifying position. What's kind of your plan out here tonight for the remainder of this race?
I'm just going to try and stay out of dirty air. This track is all about staying out of the wake of the guy in front of you, and I'm just going to try and navigate through that. Take my opportunities when I get it. I anticipate I'll be running the high line most of this race if everybody decides they want to run low, but we'll kind of see what happens.
Well, best of luck to you out there tonight in that number 18 machine. Best of luck, and hope to be talking to you later.
Thank you, sir.
Joe Manella in the number 18 Chevrolet. Jumping on board once again with Garrett Turk, your race leader. Out here tonight, pace cars lights are off. First caution of the night coming to a close. Down pit road we go. Up towards the restart zone with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Green flag is back in the air. We are racing. Once again, 89 did not get a good start. Dominic Billings slides down to the bottom, trying to block the 93 and the 83, excuse me, down into turns 1 and 2. Very poor start from the 89, but managed to get it rolling 3 wide behind as we keep rolling around this racetrack. 5-17 and I believe that is the 24. Yes, it was. 18 and the 60, bumper to bumper, right behind this 89. 89 reeling in the 3 a little bit. 60 of Trevor Quisenberry, trying to run that bottom, make that magic happen down there. Sliding up behind the 3, 89 and the 3 side by side as we charge down the front stretch. 6 of 40 this time by 7 next time. Dominic Billings with a great run through turns 1 and 2, up to the lead at the moment. New leader, Dominic Billings, off of turn 2, 1 car up into the wall. 93 of Tyler Alton with a huge slide job up into the wall off of turn 2. Hopefully he didn't beat that car up too badly. Caution is out. Mason Stevens dropping to the back, sideways in the grass. 5 of Ryan Knapp. Not sure what happened there. Don't know if he got loose or what. Let's go down to slow speed here. Well, maybe a little faster than that. Right about here. 5 turned into the 17, tried to side draft with him a little bit. Must have gotten a little bit loose and spun out the 17 of Mason Stevens off of turn 2 and on the backstretch. Very unfortunate situation there. Let's see if we can find him. Not seeing him. Okay. Let's see if we can get Tyler Alton in here. Currently in 5th in that 93. Tyler Alton, this is Pat Wilkinson of the booth. You got me. Tyler Alton, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I can now. Sorry. Well, you're up in 5th at the moment after starting in 3rd. Bit of a slide job off a turn 2. Managed to get it recovered. What's the strategy at this point?
Man, it's my first time out here with these guys, so honestly just trying to finish the race and not mess anybody else's race up, man.
Preaching to a choir there. I remember some of my first races in new leagues, and it's like, help me.
Yeah, but if we're at the front and towards the end, we're definitely going to try to see if we can make something happen.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Thanks for joining us. Really quick, up in the booth in that number 93 Quest Auto Parts machine, is there anything else you'd like to add before we send you back to your radio station?
Nah, man. Thank you guys for having me, and let's hope for a safe, fun race and have a fucking exciting finish, man.
Appreciate that very much. Thanks for joining us, and best of luck out there.
Thank you, sir.
93 of Tyler Alton. Continue rolling around the racetrack here. I believe second caution of the night will be coming to a close next time by. We roll on board with the leader, 89 of Dominic Billings. Pace car's lights are off. 89 choosing the high side on the restart because we do have choose cone for the leader. Apparently at Sonoma today in the O'Reilly's practice, there was a car that actually broke through the tire barrier and through the concrete wall, sectioning off pit road at Sonoma Raceway. Thankfully, the driver is okay. But after a catastrophic brake failure coming down into turn 11 at Sonoma Raceway, thankfully, the driver is okay as far as I am aware. At Pikes Peak, carnage has been raining on the mountain. There are cars destroyed. Last week, during practice, I heard someone shattered their groin. So, you know, Pikes Peak being Pikes Peak. Mount Washington hill climb is coming in a few weeks, I believe. Or in a few months, I don't know. So can't wait to see some of that action. Hopefully I can actually get up there for that, because that sounds like fun. Pace Car's lights are off, ready to go racing once again out here tonight for the third time with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Up towards the restart zone we go. 89 of Billings needs the restart of a lifetime. Green flag is in the air. He's off. Beautiful start from the 89. Perfect jump. Trying to get that car rolling up into turn 1. 3 trying to block the 18. Just doesn't have it. 3 with a beautiful move down to the bottom of the racetrack. Everybody trying to make the magic happen. 3 wide again behind them. Let's jump down to Kyler McCarthy. Just a little too far back. That was the 60 of Trevor Quisenberry with the 18 and the 24, I believe. Jump down a little bit further. 3 wide again. 2093 and the 02. 02 of Wesley Tribble on the high side in the tied 02 machine. 83 of Joey Stone below him. Tom Shacklock, Jordan Warnock, Andrew Argo, Reese Cloudis, Zach Alexa, and Keith Vaughn down in 15th. 3 wide again through turns 1 and 2. Let's actually jump down to the 45. Whoa, big hit off the wall for the Aflac machine. Keith Vaughn in the number 45 Rockstar Toyota Camry. Running a good race out here tonight so far. He's currently only down 1 position since the start. 3 wide just ahead of him. Rolling roadblock 3 wide. Parker Parrish in the 88 Hidden Machine. Really trying to keep up at the moment. Back up to 16th on the bottom of the racetrack. 5 of Ryan Apt down in 17th. 17 and the 5. He's side by side again off of turn 2. After the last time we saw this happen. Whoa, 32 up into the wall. 5 way down to the bottom of the racetrack. Trying to give the 17 a wide berth. I can't imagine why. 88 of Parker Parrish really making up some moves here. Up to 13th at the moment. A lot of action happening early on here at Michigan Raceway with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen, brought to you in part by Hidden. Built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water-resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters the most. We partnered with Lee Bryce and our songwriter Rob Hatch to design it. Our patented camo pattern is built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com, HIDEN.com. 15 of 100 this time by. Down through turns 3 and 4, still on board with the 88 of Parker Parrish. Down in 13th at the moment. Running a strong race. Caution in the air. Fuzz Seeley down through the grass. In the 32, let's take a look at what happened. Oh! Got hooked on the 45. This is off of turn 4. I don't know. Of course, I don't think it was a deliberate one, but question is, who's really at fault for something like that? 32 was trying to go up a little bit further. 45 kind of held his line. Makes it difficult. Fuzz Seeley in the 32 down in last now. Plenty of time and ground to make up here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen as the third caution is in the air. Let's see who else we can get in here. Let's see if we can get Nathan Reed. Where is he? Nathan Reed is not in the race. Interesting problem. Let's pull him in here anyway. Nathan Reed, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me.
I got you, buddy.
Well, I see you in the session, but you're not in the race. What's going on, buddy?
Yeah, my family's out of town for the weekend, so I was thinking my Wi-Fi would work better. So I joined the practice session, and it didn't. So I'm playing race control a little bit, and I'm in the Eagle voice chat, just talking with the guys, going through some strategy things, doing a little bit of spotting, crew chiefing, all that good stuff, and trying to make a good time out of it.
So hopefully I can get these Wi-Fi issues fixed soon and be back in the seat. But yeah, it's been a tough couple weeks as far as that goes.
Well, hopefully you get that all resolved. Thanks for joining us really quick up in the booth. We'll let you get back to it.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother.
Let's get Keith Vaughn in here. Keith Vaughn, this is Pat Wilkinson up at the booth. You got me?
Oh, yeah, I got you. How's it going, man?
Wait a minute. Where'd you go? There you are. You're down in 16th. I was looking for you. Sorry. Welcome up to the booth. I believe this is your first time in the Dutch's Dirty Dozen, so welcome.
Yeah, thank you for having me, man. It's a good league. I'm happy to be here.
What's kind of going through your mind right now as we roll around for the third time tonight under caution down in 16th? What's kind of the game plan at this point?
I'm going to hang out, stay safe, man, and I'm just kind of thinking why the guy came across my nose just there. But it's all good. We're squared away, so we're going to race on, you know?
That's very good. Don't want to have any animosity out here on the racetrack. Well, then again, we've seen Joey Logano get dumped by Matt Kenseth, and we've seen literally anything happen with Kyle Busch. So, I mean, hey, anything that happens post-race, we need Discord to add a brawl room or something, I guess, where we can just have our little characters on the side of our screen fight or something.
Roger that. No, we squared it away pretty quick, man. I didn't know if it was my fault or his. We're just chalking it up as racing, man.
Well, best of luck to you out there for the remainder of the race. We'll let you get back to it. Thanks for joining us up in the booth.
Thanks for having me, man.
I may have dragged Dominic down into a different chat by accident. Oops. Third caution of the night coming to a close here with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Dominic Billings on the bottom. 18 of Joe Menela. That's the one. I keep getting the L's and the N's confused for some reason. Garrett Turk in third. Trevor Quisenberry in fourth. Kyler McCarthy, Tyler at Alton. Pace car down pit road. Billings all the way down on the white line. Right into the restart zone we go. Green flag in the air. Taking off like a bullet that time. Great run off of the start of this race, sliding up to the high side in front of the 18, 3 in the 60, side by side down into turns 1 and 2 we go. Everybody's starting to get spread back out as we settle back in. Little bit of 3 wide action, 0-2. Can't quite make that out on the high side. That is the 93 and the 23 wide behind. We charge down the front backstretch, 3 of Garrett Turk. All over the bumper of the 89 as we charge down through turns 3 and 4. 3 up the inside of the 89, really trying to keep the pressure on. Down the front stretch we go. 89 blocks low. 3 zigzagging, trying to get around him. 89 needs to conserve a little bit more in terms of tire wear. Trying to weave across the racetrack like that is going to shred these Goodyear Eagle tires. Still a little bit of 3 wide action, 20, 24, and the 0-2 on the top, middle, and bottom. 89 of Billings still leading the way. Garrett Turk in second, Joe Menela in third. Let's start jumping down into the field a little bit. Let's go down to Kyler McCarthy in the 24. 83, 93, and the 20 right there with him. 5 on the bottom behind him. 3 wide behind. 766 in the 5, having a good race behind him. Still 3 wide ahead. He's 3 wide now. Huge pack of cars right here in the middle. Down near 10th place at the moment. Everybody trying to get a piece of real estate halfway through stage 1 this time by. 83, 93, 24, 66, 5, 7, 17. Whole slew of cars. 5 in the 66. Door to door off of turn 4. 66 of Tom Shacklock. And the 5 of Ryan Apt. The car to watch out for tonight. The previous race winner and a true monster on these 2-mile racetracks. Ryan Apt in the number 5. putting on a great show out here tonight. Ryan Apt up 2. Cole Larson, most improved car on track in the number 20, up 10 positions since the start. Let's jump down a little bit further into the field. Let's go down to Austin Alexa in the number 13. Haven't been on board with him since we started in practice. 38 of Reese Cloudis. Aflac machine just ahead of him. Austin Beckman in the 11, a little bit further up the road. Fuzz Seeley, Jonathan McKenzie, Jacob Williams, Andrew Argo, Zach Alexa, and Rick Waltmeyer down in 24th. Last car on the racetrack at the moment. 32 is Seeley up off the wall. 33 of Waltmeyer. Very far behind the tail end of the field. Zach Alexa a good few seconds ahead of the 33. Andrew Argo having a little bit of radio issue out here tonight. A lot of cars struggling with internet issues and connectivity out here tonight, apparently. Let's jump up to Parker Parrish once again. Let's actually go to the 77. Let's go to the 77 of Jacob Williams. Start trying to branch out with different cars we haven't been on board with tonight. Down the backstretch, trying to reel in the 38. 13 just ahead as well. Dirty Air and the Draft are very difficult things to work between. The Dirty Air is off of the side of the race cars in front of you, and the Draft, you really, especially here, have to be right on the bumper of the car in front of you to make it kind of work. Otherwise, you're stuck in all kinds of turbulence and destroying your tires trying to make the car stick to the racetrack. A little bit of three-wide action just ahead of them. 88 of Parker Parrish. 66 of Tom Shacklock a little bit up the road. Shacklock. Okay, never mind. I'm a bit dumb these days. Still seeing some movement around the racetrack. 25 of 40. Quarter way into this race this time by. Let's go up to Wesley Tribble in the 0-2. Whoa! Contact with the 5. Ryan Apt around. Managed to save it. 13 gets dumped. Austin Alexa, caution is out. 7 of Jordan Warnock as well. All right, so let's take a quick rewind. So 5 of Ryan Apt gets tagged by, that is the 0-2 of Wesley Tribble. This is just off of turn 2. Take a look back here a little bit further. 7 in the 45. $88 of Parrish goes way out wide. 13 of Austin Alexa is way down at the bottom of the racetrack for some reason. He's way down there. So he was trying to evade the 7 off of turn 2. Sees the 5 in the 88. Comes straight across the nose of the 45 and gets destroyed on the 7. Not much any of them could really do except for crash and bang and hang on. 4th caution of the night here with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Here on Tier 1 Studios YouTube, brought to you in part by Tier 1 Wraps and Tier 1 Setup Shops, by me personally here at Rock Bottom Racing. The Dutch's Dirty Dozen brought to you in part by Hidden, built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters most. We partnered with Lee Bryson, songwriter Rob Hatch to design it, and our patented camo pattern is built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com, HIDEN.com. We do see a few takers for pit road. Joey Stone, Ryan Apt, Parker Parrish, Reese Cloudis, Fuzz Seeley, and Jonathan McKenzie. Austin Alexa, Jordan Warnock, and Andrew Argo still on the racetrack. Maybe trying to wrestle those race cars back around before, so they don't have to serve a black flag penalty for entering a closed pit road. Yep, Seeley, McKenzie. No, Austin, Alexa, and Argo staying out with Warnock as well. That is slightly amazing, unless they already went down pit row and I missed it. Oops. Pace Car's lights are off, ready to go racing once again on here tonight. Dominic Billings still leading the way. Garrett Turk giving him a run for his money on the outside this time. Billings on the inside for the restart. Trevor Quisenberry, Tyler Alton, Joe Menola, Tyler Alton, Wesley Tribble, Kyler McCarthy, Cole Larson, Mason Stevens, Keith Vaughn, Tom Shacklock, Jacob Williams with a great move. Up 10 positions, up in 12th. Austin Beckman, Zach Alexa up 11th, up 11 in 14th, excuse me. Rick Waltmeyer making some moves. He's back up to 15th at the moment, down 6th. Ryan Apt, Joey Stone, Parker Parrish, Reese Cloudis, Jordan Warnock, Fuzz Seeley, Andrew Argo, Austin Alexa, and Jonathan McKenzie. All 24 cars that started this race are still on the racetrack out here tonight with the Dutchess Dirty Dozen. Pace Cars lights are off, ready to go racing once again here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Pace car down pit road this time, rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Green flag, green flag, green flag is out. We are racing for the 5th time tonight. 29 of 100 this time by. Everybody trying to get settled in early. 20 all the way down to the bottom, making it 3 wide once again as we just get rolling. 89 blocking the 3 down into turns 1 and 2. Whoa, bit of a slide job from the 0-2 on the 17. Not sure if that was intentional. Couple cars into the wall off of turn 2, trying to keep everything straight. Down the backstretch we go. 60 to Trevor Quisenberry. Whoa, 93's around. Caution straight back out. Tyler Alton. Let's go to Chase Cam so we can get a better look. 18. Yeah, 18 just slid up into him, spun him around. Nothing the 93 could really do in that situation as his ailerons deploy. Try to get that car slowed down and keep it planted on the racetrack. 5th caution of the night. Less than half a lap. Pace cars lights are off, ready to go racing once again out here tonight at Michigan Raceway with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Dominic Billings, Trevor Quisenberry on the high side. Garrett Turk down in third, Joe Manella. Wesley Tribble, Kyler McCarthy, Mason Stevens, Tom Shacklock, Keith Vaughn, Joey Stone, Ryan Apt, Jacob Williams, Zach Alexa, Parker Parrish, Austin Beckman, Jordan Warnock, Reese Cloudis, Andrew Argo, Austin Alexa, Fuzz Seeley, Cole Larson, Rick Waltmeyer, Tyler Alton, and Jonathan McKenzie, excuse me. Everybody rolling off of turn 2. There we go. New thumbnail. Hopefully, if I can make it work. A couple of good ones while we're rolling behind the pace car. Waiting for the pace car to dive on down pit road this time. Everybody settled back down. Stacking up the field. 89 in the 3, 24-17 on the bottom. 60, 18, 02 in the 66 on the top. Green flag. Ugh, hiccup for the worst time. Green flag back in the air. 8 laps to go in stage number 1, 89. All the way up to the top. It's neither the 60 or the 3 go with them. 89 with a beautiful run into turns 1 and 2, holding the midline through 1 and 2 and off of 2. Down to the backstretch we go. Big time loose. Huge wiggle from the 89. Managed to keep it straight. 3 of Garrett Turk trying to speed that thing up. 60 of Trevor Quisenberry down to the bottom of the racetrack. Quisenberry up to the lead at the moment. Off of turns 3 and 4 we go. 89 trying to put the pressure on. Show him a little bit of the fenders and the doors. Not trying to wreck them. Just trying to keep the pressure on. 3 of Garrett Turk all the way down to the bottom. 3 wide for the lead as we charge down into turn 1. 360 in the 89. Bottom, middle, and top. 60 in the 3. And they contact! Huge one on the backstretch. Caution is out. And it's the big one at Michigan. Cars scattered everywhere. 6th caution of the night. God and everybody involved in that one. Let's jump back and take another look. Three of Garrett Turk on the bottom. 60 kind of just slid down into him. Not much that 3 could really do. Sliding up towards the top off of turn 2. Just gets dumped by the 60. 89 and the 60 get into each other, and it's just chaos from there. 02 getting nailed. Wesley Tribble, a couple of cars all over the racetrack trying to evade this. 22 got clipped, Jonathan McKenzie. Just missed the 13 by looks of things. 77, a little bit of smoke. 7 and the 20 of Cole Larson and Jordan Warnock also involved. 7 with a locked right front. Locked right front. 60 of Quisenberry managed to escape a monumental crash that he had inadvertently created. That was not a deliberate wreck, I believe. 6th caution of the night out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Trevor Quisenberry with a bit of an unorthodox way of taking the lead out here tonight at Michigan. Kyler McCarthy, Joe Manella, Joey Stone, Mason Stevens, Ryan Apt, Keith Vaughn, Parker Parrish, Tom Shacklock, and Zach Alexa are your top 10. Reminder, folks, top 10 will be getting championship points or season points, excuse me, out here tonight. They keep updating the rules, and they're trying to make it more competitive for a little bit of everybody. Ryan Apt is the defending race winner. He's currently down in 6th, up six positions since the start. Zach Alexa, most improved car on track, in 10th, in the number 40, up 15. Jacob Williams in the 77 Chevrolet down in 11th, up 11 positions since the start. Everybody managing to conserve their cars pretty well out here tonight. Cautions are definitely extending people's fuel loads to whatever they need. Question is, how much longer can the folks who haven't yet pit be able to keep going on their existing tires and fuel, knowing that Michigan is a low downforce racetrack overall, and then you add the unrestricted engine setups into this mixed concrete and asphalt racetrack, and you are destroying these Goodyear Eagle tires. Pace car's lights are off, ready to go racing once again. 24 McCarthy onto the high side. 60 of Trevor Quisenberry choosing the bottom of the restart. Billings down 1 lap. Jordan Warnock, Garrett Turk still down pit road. Cole Larson, last car on the lead lap. Nathan Reed failed to start the race due to some connection issues out here tonight. His spotter didn't show up. That's what we'll go with. I gotta come up with more. Quisenberry, Manella, and Stevens on the bottom. McCarthy, Stone, and Apt on the top for your top 6. 6th caution of the night coming to a close. Let's see if we can round out these final few laps before the end of stage number 1 with 60 laps to go. Pace car down pit road this time. 6th caution of the night coming to a close. Quisenberry on the point. Green flag is out. He takes off like a missile. We are racing once again. 3 laps to go in stage number 1. If anyone wants to pit, now actually they can't. This is it. They have to wait until the caution comes out for the stage now, as the pits close this time by. 60 of Quisenberry with a beautiful run down the backstretch, trying not to let the 18 have the draft. As we continue down to the backstretch into turn 3, 5 and the 17 working together pretty well. 83 goes down to block off of turn 3, sneaking past the 24 of Kyler McCarthy, 83 of Joey Stone. 2 laps to go in stage number 1. Pits are officially closed. Jordan Warnock may be out of this race in the number 7 machine, down in 24th. Very unfortunate night for him out there if that is the case. Off of turn 2 we go. 83 of Joey Stone up to 2nd. What a rocket that thing is. Number 83 pit stop diecast Chevrolet Camaro. 18 Joe Manella right there behind him. Green, is it a green, white, checkered? I have no idea. NASCAR is weird. White flag for the stage here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Trevor Quisenberry leading the way. Joey Stowe, Joe Manella, Colin McCarthy, Mason Stevens up to 4th, Ryan Apt, Keith Vaughn, Parker Parrish, Zach Alexa, and Tom Shacklock. Unless there is a major mix-up in these final few turns. 83 of Joey Stone up to the lead of the race, just beating out Quisenberry. Will he have the run down to the start-finish line? It is a photo finish for stage 1. 83 of Joey Stone wins stage number 1. Trevor Quisenberry, Joe Manella, Mason Stevens, Kyler McCarthy, Ryan Apt, Keith Vaughn, Parker Parrish, Zach Alexa, Tyler Alton are your top 10 getting points. 7th caution of the night for stage number 1. Here with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen, brought to you in part by Hidden. Built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters most. We even have zinc anti-odor technology built right into the fabric so you stay undetected for longer. We partnered with Lee Bryce and songwriter Rob Hatch to design it, and our patented camo pattern is built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com, HIDEN.com. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. Let's see who we can get into the booth after that fantastic Stage 1 finish. I have no idea who's who. This may be him, but he is muted, I believe. So let's get McCarthy in here. Kyler McCarthy, this is Pat Wilkinson of the booth. You got me.
I got you, Pat.
Kyler, you're running a pretty good race out here tonight. Managed to evade that big wreck just a few laps ago. Talk us through what's going through your mind at the end of stage number 1.
Honestly, just some tire management and survival. Didn't really see that big wreck coming. Just glad that we were on the bottom when we were and when we needed to be. Keep the car in one piece. So we'll keep grinding out these next 60 something laps and see where we end up.
Well, best of luck to you as you go down pit road. We'll let you get back to it. Thanks for joining us up in the booth.
Thank you.
There we go. Took me a minute. The mouse was not mousing. I need to call my friend Jerry. Yeah, but he'll bring that... he'll bring that screw-ass cat Tom with him, and he'll destroy my house as they always did back in the 50s in that goofy cartoon. No one? Okay. 5 Ryan Aft leading the way. Choosing not to go down pit road. Parker Parrish up to second in the number 88 Hidden Chevrolet. Reese Cloudus Fuzz Seeley, Wesley Tribble, Andrew Argo, Trevor Quisenberry, Joey Stone, Joe Manella, Mason Stevens, Keith Vaughn, Kyler McCarthy, Zach Alexa, Tyler Alton, Jacob Williams, Tom Shacklock, Austin Beckman, Austin Alexa, Jonathan McKenzie, Dominic Billings down to 20th, back on the lead lap. Cole Larson, Rick Waltmeyer, Garrett Turk down a lap. That's surprising. Jordan Warnock down 7, still down pit road. I believe he has called it a night for that number 7 machine. Very unfortunate way for that to go. Garrett Turk in the number 3, down 1. Pace car's lights are off this time, ready to go racing for stage number 2 here with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. I believe it's gonna be 56, 57, 56, 56. I'm gonna go with 56. 56 laps to go in this race. 7th caution of the night here at Michigan Raceway. Let's hope the tail end of this race goes a little bit cleaner. We will have to see some green flag pit stops from everybody for the end of stage number 2. Rolling through turns 3 and 4, Ryan Apt on the bottom. Pace car diving down pit road this time. I know not many of you are chatting, but if you are here on the broadcast, welcome. as we start stage number 2. Green flag, green flag, green flag. Back in the air, we are racing. 56 laps to go here at Michigan Raceway. Yes, I did math. Woo! Ryan Apt with a beautiful start. 88 of Parker Parrish on the bottom. 38 of Reese Cloudis up to third. Big movers at the front of the field. Up 11, up 14, and up 15 of Ryan Apt, Parker Parrish, and Reese Cloudis. Top 3 up double digits in terms of positions. But look out for Trevor Quisenberry straight up the inside of the 38 of Reese Cloudis. Wesley Tribble and Kyler McCarthy starting to fall back a little bit here. 60 of Quisenberry trying to make the magic happen on the bottom of the racetrack. 55 laps to go. Garrett Turk down 2 laps now. We charge back through turns 1 and 2. 88 getting blocked by the 5 of Ryan Apt, who's still leading out here tonight. 38, 02, and the 18. Whoa, big contact between the two. 02 of Wesley Tribble and Mason. That's not him. Joe Manella, I believe that was. Yes, it is. My apologies. I'm struggling here, apparently. I've been sober since April. Why am I struggling so much? Apologies. Still trying to work on the microphone. Fuzz Seeley all the way down to last. Fuzz Seeley with a problem. Still green flag. We approach the halfway mark. 38 of Reese Cloudis all the way up to the high side. 60 of Quisenberry. Straight around him on the bottom. Joey Stone up to 4th. Cloudis starting to fall back a little bit here. Not sure if he's burned out those tires. 5 in the 88 leading the way still. Caution back in the air. Keith Vaughn with a problem. Buzz Seeley also with something. Vaughn stuck in the middle of turn 3. Just got tagged by the 40. Yeah, just got tagged by the 40 into turn 3. 40 sent it up the inside, didn't quite clear. 45 did everything he could to evade hitting that wall. Just couldn't do it. Let's also take a quick step back and look at what happened to Fuzz Seeley. So he was already in the infield. Let's go back a little bit here. Why was he so far down? 89 of Billings just planted the brakes off of turn 3. 32 with nowhere to go. Had to mow the lawn and spun it out. Managed to actually just save it before spinning it out through the tri-oval here at Michigan Raceway. 45 at the tail end of the field, trying to make sure he at least stays on the lead lap. 8th caution of the night with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. I can't believe it. I've made it halfway without having to use the hidden in-car cam to preserve my voice. We're having a good night of racing. Reese Cloudis, Andrew Argo, Dominic Billings, Fuzz Seeley, and Keith Vaughn all down pit road this time. Garrett Turk should be getting his lap back in, well, one of his laps back in that number 3 as the lucky dog. Jordan Warnock, yes, is officially out of the race. Very unfortunate for him out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Put one hell of an effort in to keep that car on the track and just couldn't make it work in the end. Respectable effort from Jordan Warnock down in 24th. Pace car's lights are off, ready to go racing once again. Hello, Logan. Good to see you in the chat. Ryan Apt leading the way on the high side for the restart. Parker Parrish on the bottom. Trevor Quisenberry, Joey Stone, Joe Manella, Mason Stevens, Kyler McCarthy, Tyler Alton, Wesley Tribble, Cole Larson, Jacob Williams, Zach Alexa, Austin Beckman, Tom Shacklock, Jonathan McKenzie, Rick Waldmeyer, Austin Alexa, Andrew Argo, Reese Cloudis, Fuzz Seeley, Dominic Billings, and Keith Vaughn. Garrett Turk down 1 in the number 20 and in the number 3 car, down in 23rd. Got a lot of work to do to get that car back up on the lead lap and back into this race. Still plenty of time to do it. Hello, Brendandy from the YouTube chat. Thanks for joining us. 1 hour, 22 minutes into this stream. Appreciate you guys all coming out and watching the show. Means a lot. I'm not the best broadcaster out here, but we do make the effort. Pace car down pit road this time. Ryan Apt on the point. On the high side for the restart. As we roll up towards the restart zone, we go. Green flag, green flag, green flag. Back in the air, we are racing. 88 did not get a good restart. Parker Parrish jams up the inside line. Barely getting that thing going. Whole field stacked up right behind him. 24 of Kyler McCarthy down to the bottom trying to make the magic happen. Just can't make it work. 4 wide here in Michigan off a turn 2. Bold move. Considering how much understeer we've seen a lot of guys have out here tonight. We are officially halfway through this race. 50 laps to go. 88 of Parker Parrish trying to slide one down to the bottom of the racetrack, all the way down to the yellow line underneath the 17 of Mason Stevens. Stevens having a great run out here tonight. He's made up some serious time. Had a couple incidents earlier on, but managed to get it back around and keep this thing green and keep that car as straight as possible. We roll back through turns 1 and 2, 88 all over his bumper of Mason Stevens. Just ahead, 24, Kyler McCarthy behind the 88 of Parker Parrish. Let's start jumping back into the field a little bit. 18 of Joe Manella trying to really make some magic happen here. 20 of Cole Larson up to the high side. 18 clipped the apron, almost sliding back up into the 88. Off of turn 3, managed to keep it straight. 93 in the 20, locking bumpers a little bit. Got to be gentle with that. Still plenty of time left in this race to make some magic happen. Let's jump down to Austin Beckman in the number 11. Running a solid race as well. He's up 7 positions since the start, Jonathan McKenzie behind, Zach Alexa in the 40 ahead. Beckman up 7, Alexa up 13, McKenzie up 10. Dominic Billings behind McKenzie. 11 trying to run down this 40 of Zach Alexa. Jacob Williams also right there with him, up 11 as well. Some really big movers in this pack out here tonight. A lot of cars that did not have a great qualifying have been having an amazing race in these next-gen Cup cars. Sometimes it's just the mind game. When you're running alone, you have a lot to think about. When you're running in a pack, you really have that extra focus going on. You have to be watching out for who's where. You need to be, especially here at these 2-mile tracks, you have to be really aware of where the dirty air is going to be, what line's working for other people, especially since I believe this is a fixed setup league as well. Joey Stone in the 83, up to the lead of this race. Let's jump up to that and take a look at some of that action. Ryan Apt fending off the 17 again tonight, having seen their wreck earlier, knowing that they can have a little bit of contact. Joey Stone in the lead of this race as we jump up to him. Mason Stevens and Ryan Apt half a second behind, trying to just keep up. They're side drafting each other down the front stretch. Joey Stone destroying the field at the moment, half a second clear. question is, how much longer can any of these guys really keep up this kind of pace without destroying too much of your tire or running out of gas? 17 into the 5 a little bit off of turn 2. Not sure that was deliberate. Everybody trying to keep their stuff straight. 44 laps to go at the line. 5 in the 17. Really having a good battle out of here. 17 of Mason Stevens falling back off of Ryan Apt. Not trying to cause too much trouble. Let's start jumping back into the field a little bit more. Let's go down to Rick Waltmeyer in the 33. Not having the best night out here. He's down 10. Behind the 66 of Tom Shacklock. Having a good night out here regardless, though. Putting in the laps and trying to get a feel for the new grid. A couple of new drivers out here. Caution back in the air. Mason Stevens. Oh no! Mason Stevens again? What happened now? Woo, 24 all over the racetrack with him. Let's keep rewinding here. 88 in the 17 off of turn 2. 17 just... I'm not sure if the 17 overdrove it. Clipped the 24. 24 McCarthy, by some miracle, didn't get run off the racetrack by that. Can't quite tell if the 88 and the 17 made contact. They did. Not a huge amount, but they did make contact. 17 desperately trying to wrangle that car back around, bounces off at the turn 2 wall, now has overcorrected it, needs to recover as the 24 comes straight across and doors him off of turn 2. 24 completely sideways, managed to save it. 17, however, was not as lucky with that extra damage on the left side. 17 of Mason Stevens back down to 22nd. Garrett Turk will get his lap back out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Race leader down pit road, Ryan Apt, Parker Parrish, Tyler Alton. Everybody's coming down pit road. Jacob Williams and Austin Beckman staying out. Reese Cloudis staying out. Argo staying out as well. Everybody but Jacob Williams, Austin Beckman, Andrew Argo, and Garrett Turk are all staying out here tonight. Garrett Turk getting his lap back as the lucky dog. Jacob Williams in the 77 machine will be your race leader for the restart. Let's see if we can get him in here. Jacob Williams, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. Do you got me?
Yes, sir.
Welcome back up to the booth, especially since we were talking a little bit earlier about that poor qualifying. Look where you are now, up 21 positions, most improved car on track, and you're leading this SOB.
Yeah, you know, I don't know how long I'll be up here because everybody behind me is going to be on fresh tires, but, you know, I'm going to give it a dangle, and we'll see where we end up. I'm feeling pretty good now.
I bet you are, as you have the 11 and the 38 behind you. A couple really fast cars out here tonight as well. What's the plan at this point with less than halfway to go left in this race? I believe we're going to be less than 40 to go when we restart.
Yeah, I'm not quite good on fuel to get all the way to the end, but if we keep getting wrecks, I might be able to stretch it, but I don't know if I'll be able to make my tires last. So I'm just going to stay up here and hope for a timely caution that'll work my way and give me some good, give me a good finish here.
Well, as you choose what line you want to restart this race on, we'll let you get back to it. Thanks for joining us up in the booth really quick, and best of luck out there.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was Jacob Williams in the number 77. As we roll around behind the pace car, Jacob Williams, Austin Beckman, Andrew Argo, Reese Cloudis, Keith Vaughn, Dominic Billings, Joey Stone, Ryan Apt, Jonathan McKenzie, Tyler Alton, Joe Manella, Trevor Quisenberry, Parker Parrish, Kyler McCarthy, Cole Larson, Wesley Tribble, Zach Alexa, Tom Shacklock, Rick Waltmeyer, Mason Stevens, Austin Alexa, and Garrett Turk. Buzz Seeley down in 23rd, still on pit road. Jordan Warnock out of the race, out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Hello, IA Pilot 20. Good to have you up in the chat. Appreciate all the support we're getting out here tonight, boys and girls and everybody else. 2026, you can't assume anymore, because that makes an ass out of you and me. I'll go throw a live at myself, don't worry. Pace car is off. Rolling up towards the restart zone we go. Here at Michigan Raceway. Green flag, green flag, green flag. Whoa, 42 with a terrible start. He shifts completely out of the lane as we get rolling once again. 77, 38, 11, 3 wide for a moment. 83 of Joey Stone with a problem. 4 wide behind. Oh, please get back there. I want to see some of that. Oh, I missed it. Man, we were 4 wide for a moment off of turn 2. Holy moly. Well, definitely real username. Ah, okay. Good to see you, Jason. Number 15 of Jason is in the booth, or in the YouTube chat. Appreciate that. Reese Cloudis and Jacob Williams having a hell of a run. Almost going 4 wide for the lead for just a moment there. 11 on the high side. Joey Stone in the 83, big time off of turn 2. 16 of Jordan in the 16. Don't know who that is offhand. My apologies. I got too many things to remember. 38 of Reese Cloudis now in the lead. Joey Stone, Dominic Billings, Ryan Apt, Jacob Williams. Williams falling back down to 5th as we keep settling into this race. Or 4th, excuse me. Ryan Apt in 5th. Huge field rolling off the turns 1 and 2. Everybody trying to use as much real estate as they can to keep up that speed. Ah, Jordan Wagner is in the chat. My apologies. Jordan, I get confused when there are more than 2 people with the same number. What the heck do you think is going to happen when I have to look over and I'm going, wait, which Jordan is it? Nothing personal, my friend. Jump back down into the field as Joey Stone retakes the lead out here tonight. A little bit of free wide action. Joe Manella in the 18. We jump back a little bit. Down to 8th, Jonathan McKenzie, Kyler McCarthy, Keith Vaughn, Tyler Alton behind. Trevor Quisenberry starting to make up some time in that 60 machine. Cole Larson, Ryan Apt just ahead. A little bit of 2 rows side-by-side action. 11 stuck in the middle. Austin Beckman in a Joe Manella and Jonathan McKenzie sandwich out here. 20 of Cole Larson just up the road. Ryan Apt in 5th. Manella really having a good run out here so far. A lot of cars have been really struggling and having really good nights, or they've been having really good qualifyings and really bad races out here. Because it is almost like the entire field has done a 180. Reese Cloudis, one of the big movers out here tonight with Jonathan McKenzie, both up 16. Jacob Williams up 17. Austin Beckman up 11. Ryan Apt up 8. Some seriously big movers. Garrett Turk down 18. Rick Waltmeyer down 11 with Andrew Argo down 11 as well. Tyler Alton down 10. Mason Stevens down 7. Some big movers all around the racetrack, either up or down. Primarily, you want to be going up in the field. A lot of time left. 35 laps to go. Everybody trying to make the magic happen. 89 of Dominic Billings with a very high side run off of turn 4. 4 wide for just a moment. Let's jump back up to our leader, Joey Stone, who's a good bit clear. He's half a second ahead of Reese Cloudis and 1.3 ahead of Cole Larson. Ryan Apt up to 4th, 1.5 behind. Joe Manella 1.7 behind. 34 laps to go. Let's keep rolling on with our leader for just a few minutes as we go to the Hidden in-car cam for the first time here with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Forgot to unmute the mic. Caution back in the air. Joey Stone pudding belt. Okay, whatever that means, my friend. Don't know what you mean by that, Logan. I'll take your word for it. Who said anything about belts? Unless my, feeble autistic mind said, you're saying that word instead. Mason Stevens with a bit of a problem. Let's take a look at what happened. Mason Stevens not having a great night out here tonight. He's been involved with at least 3 wrecks now. So let's jump back and take a quick look. 17, 22, and the 60. Let's go to chase cam. Far chase. Like belt to butt. That was not what I was going for. So that's the 22. 17 tagged the 22. 17 checks up. 60 tags him. 11 amazingly managed to get around it. 93 stuck in the middle. Nowhere to go as the 11 slides around. Or the 17 slides around in front of the 11. Ah, that's what you mean, Logan. Okay, my bad. 17 just not having the best night out here tonight. He's been involved with a lot as he goes down pit road. Trevor Quisenberry, Mason Stevens, Keith Vaughn, Andrew Argo, Parker Parrish, Reese Cloudis, Austin Beckman, and Jonathan McKenzie all down pit road. Fuzz Seeley in the 32 down a lap. Jordan Warnock out of the race. Nathan Reed failed to start due to radio issues. Appreciate that, Logan. It's also 10:15. I've been up since about 4:30 this morning because that's when my alarm's usually set. So I am running on nothing. We are running on straight male energy at the moment, trying to finish this out. Nah, we're good. We're having a good time. Always a good time with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Brought to you in part by Hidden, built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water-resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters most. We even have zinc anti-odor technology built right into the fabric so you stay undetected for longer. We partnered with Lee Bryce and songwriter Rob Hatch to design it. And our patented camo patterns are built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com, HIDEN.com. This broadcast is also brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. This has been some great racing out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. This is a free-to-race league out here tonight on a beautiful Friday night. Sessions open at 7:30, green flag at 9. Hour and a half of practice. I believe it's a 10-minute qualifying. And then it is a 1/3 length race? Somewhere in there? I don't know. All I know is that tonight we're doing a 200-mile race, so we're just shy of halfway. Yes, Jason, it is one of the best leagues I will admit, this is a great league to broadcast for. These guys here, the Wild West League, are awesome as well. Core has been really good to me. I know the GR86 Cup we have once a month, that has been fantastic as well. We may have another league in the works. Nothing confirmed yet. We're still waiting on people to sign up for that. That will be a IndyCar league on Thursday nights. So I will not be sleeping on time any night during the week until school's back in session, when I'm, only weekends again, which might suck, but we can only do so much. Pace car down pit road this time, 10th. Caution of the night coming to the close. Green flag back in the air. We are racing. 8 all the way down to the grass on the restart. 5 of Ryan Apt alongside, or 83, excuse me, with the 5 right alongside. 89 in the 20 right there behind. 24, 18, 93, 77, 02, and I believe that is the 24 McCarthy. Everybody clean off of turn 2. Down the backstretch we go. Serious speed, 20 of Cole Larson, really putting the pedal to the metal here. 89 of Dominic Billings, sending one up the inside, just doesn't have the speed to make it happen on that 83 machine. Down into turns 3 and 4, off of 4 and onto the front stretch we go. 5 in the 89, side by side. 89 sliding back up to the top behind the 5. Draft seems to be working a lot better out here tonight as the sun continues to set. Track temps are cooling down, making this racing a little bit more bearable. Off of turn 2 we go. Let's jump back into the field a little bit. Let's go down to Garrett Turk. Haven't been on board with him in that number 3 machine. He's back up to 9th at the moment. What a run from this number 3 machine of Garrett Turk. Monstering back through this field after being 2 or 3 laps down for the majority of these past few restarts. Making one hell of a run to get back up into the top 10. He's already back up to 8th, having started on pole, trying to make the magic happen and win this thing through the first to last to first challenge out here tonight. What an accomplishment that would be for this number 3 machine. Jacob Williams, Tyler Alton, Reese Cloudis, Zach Alexa, and Trevor Quisenberry behind are the next 5 cars behind him. Tom Shacklock, Mason Stevens, Keith Vaughn, Parker Parrish, Jonathan McKenzie, Austin Alexa, Austin Beckman, Rick Waltmeyer, Andrew Argo, and Fuzz Seeley. Down to 23rd, Jordan Warnock is out of the race, unfortunately, tonight after a wreck 50 laps ago. 25 laps to go, this time by Joey Stone. Still leading the way, Ryan Apt and Dominic Billings hot on his heels. Cole Larson down in 4th. Is the number 8 pit stop diecast machine monsters down the backstretch into turn 3. This number 83 machine of Joey Stone. Again, at some point I need to have a bit of a talk with people and say, hey, I need you all to run the numbers that show up on my screen. Might be helpful. Nothing personal against anybody, of course. Just makes it frustrating because it's like, I don't know. I'm looking at 2 different sets of numbers. Ryan Apt a quarter second behind. Dominic Billings starting to fall back past a 3/4 of a second, almost a full second behind. Cole Larson 1.5 behind the leader. Kyler McCarthy 1 3/4 of a second behind the leader now. Still plenty of time to go, 24 laps to go. Let's actually take a little bit of a look at the telemetry on these race cars. Joey Stone, 186 miles an hour off of turn 2. Down the backstretch, 190, 193, 4, 5 miles an hour. Getting damn close to 200, has to back off. We're going into turns 3 and 4. But keeping on the throttle, he's still at 188, 190 off of turn 4 and past the front stretch. Almost up to 200. Just blipping up to 200 now as we go back into turn 1. Ryan Apt and Dominic Billings not too far behind. Apt and Billings starting to reel each other in, but that dirty air is not helping them. The further back off the car in front you are, the worse the air is going to be around you. In terms of wake, let's go down to Jonathan McKenzie in the number 22. Haven't been on board with him yet tonight. Trying to run down the 88 of Parker Parrish. A little bit of action just ahead. Hopefully the microphone hasn't been too bad all night. I'm realizing it's kind of quiet again. My apologies. And somehow I've managed to go through this entire race without having without any real need to have a break. My voice is going to be gone tomorrow morning. I can feel it from here. Joey Stone still leading the way as we are on board with Jonathan McKenzie, Reese Cloudis, Tom Shacklock, Tyler Alton behind, Parker Parrish, Trevor Quisenberry, and Zach Alexa ahead. McKenzie really trying to put some good speed out of this race car at the moment. Down in 15th. Not a bad run from him though. 88, 40, and the 60 all working together ahead. 38 and the 66 starting to reel in this 22. 17 of Mason Stevens all over the racetrack again off of turn 2. 17 has just not been having a great night. 45 out of nowhere, 60 out of nowhere. Trying to keep the momentum going. 17 of Mason Stevens down to 12. Ooh, excuse me, hiccups. Joey Stone, 2/3 of a second clear of Ryan Apt. Dominic Billings, 1 1/4 second behind. 17 of Mason Stevens still down in 12th at the moment as we continue crawling back up through the field. Let's go up to Wesley Tribble in the 0-2. 24, 18, and the 20 all ahead. As we charge down the front stretch past the start-finish line. 3 of Garrett Turk all over his bumper. Down into turn 1. 0-2 tried for a little bit of an early block into turn 1. Didn't quite make it happen. Held the 3 behind him. Whoa! Big hit against the wall. That is some serious damage for the 0-2. That is a very broken race car as he tries to wrangle it back down to the bottom. He's lost his steering. That is a broken tire if I've ever seen one. 0-2 also stuck on the high side. Wesley Tribble bleeding time. Nowhere for him to go. Can't get back down to pit road. Cole Larson in the 20. Side by side with the 18 as we go back down into turns 1 and 2. Final 20 laps here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Brought to you in part by Hidden, built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water resistant. Logan, I'm not sure who's going to make it on gas. That's a good point. Sorry, I just looked over and I saw that. It's like, wait a minute, that's a good point. Who has the gas? I have the thing for that. I just don't know which one it is. Jump back up to our leader and take a look. He last pit at lap 58. If he manages to get back around the next 16 laps without pitting, I will say that deserves whatever, performance award ever. I don't know. If he manages to go another 16 laps with no gas, I will be amazed. Let's put it that way. Joey Stone leading the way with a 15-second stop last time, so Brian Hayes, appreciate saying that you have gas, but wrong kind of gas, my friend. Joey Stone, Ryan Apt, 3/4 of a second between the two. Dominic Billings, 2.1 behind leader. most likely need to see another pit stop happen. My telemetry froze. Why did that happen? I thought we just saw smoke on the backstretch. Jonathan McKenzie had a moment. He was down in the grass. Fuzz Seeley way back down in the field. Not quite sure what happened. Somebody had a huge amount of smoke on the backstretch. Not entirely sure what happened. Fuzz Seeley, last car on the track, 17.5 behind the leader. Joey Stone still just running away with it at the moment. 13 laps to go at the line. Because I can do math. I stayed at a Holiday Inn once. And I became a broadcaster. Ta-da! To respond to Brian Hayes, yes, a caution would very much be welcome for a lot of drivers in this front pack at the moment. Joey Stone, Ryan App, Joe Manella, Dominic Billings, and Kyler McCarthy all probably need to stop at some point here for at least fuel. The question is, how much longer do these guys really want to be able to stretch that out? Or even, I don't even think they can, because we still have 12 laps to go at minimum if we do not have an overtime. If we do go to overtime, I can guarantee you there will be no way they make it back around. Especially since Joey Stone and Ryan Apt are really punching through the air here pretty well on their own. They would really like to try to work together, in my opinion, start drafting off each other a little bit. Save whatever fuel you can that way. Coming down towards 11 laps to go, 10 laps to go next time by. Let's jump back into the field. Go down to Zach Alexa in the 40 Travelers Whiskey Machine, down in 14th. Almost a full second behind Waltmeyer. And about a full second ahead of Shacklock. Off of turn 2. 66 of Shacklock, starting to reel him in a little bit. Actually, a lot. Holy moly, 66 of Tom Shacklock out of nowhere and right up the inside. Doesn't quite have the speed to make the move, but is definitely reeling in this number 40 machine. Ryan Apt still holding strong against Joey Stone, about 2/3, 3/4 of a second behind the leader. Joe Manella and Dominic Billings now fighting it out for third. Manella 3 seconds behind the leader. Dominic Billings 3 1/4 behind the leader. Kyler McCarthy and Trevor Quisenberry duking it out for fifth, at the moment. 24 looking to get past the 89 here. 60 looking to do the same on fresher tires and fuel. I know that because they pitted not too long ago at that last caution. 9 laps to go. 18 of Joe Manella really trying to keep his lead at the moment in third. Buzz Seeley off of pit road, down 2. I'm not sure these guys will be able to make all the way to the end, but Joey Stone and Ryan Apt are definitely going to get their money's worth in trying. Apt 3/4 of a second behind the leader now. Joey Stone really just running away with it at the moment. 24 holding the 89 all the way up the high side of the racetrack. 18 all the way up to the top, trying to let the inertia take him around this racetrack on the high side. Off of turn 2, 60 of Trevor Quisenberry. Really trying to work the magic behind the 89 and the 24 down to the inside. Beautiful switchback from the 60. 24 bails out, goes on the midline through turns 3 and 4. Beautiful move from the 60. 24 looking to get him straight back, though, as we charge down the front stretch. Whoa, right on the quarter panel of the 60. got really close there. 7 laps to go. When we get to 5 laps, it will be overtime if we do have a caution. 32 just rolling off of pit road now, trying his best not to do his best Kevin LePage impression. We get rolling once again, 3 laps down. 24 and the 60 really running each other all over the racetrack. 89 arrow blocking the both lanes at the moment. 6 laps to go. Let's jump back up to your race leader now of Joey Stone, 1.3 seconds ahead of Ryan Apt. We roll back around through turns 1 and 2. Number 8, pit stop diecast machine, just dominating the field out here tonight. Apparently I can't English very well, sorry. Up 3 positions since the start, Ryan Apt up 10. Cole Larson down in 8th is up 11, tied with Zach Alexa up 11 for most improved car on track. Buzz Seeley back down pit road. Seeley not having a great few laps out here tonight. He may have a pass-through penalty. They may make it on gas as we come down to the final 5 here at Michigan Raceway. Staying on board with the leader. Once we cross the start-finish line, any caution after this will bring us to overtime. Out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen here on Tier 1 Studios. If they make it around without having a fuel, I will be genuinely amazed. Joey Stone still pretty happy on the throttle. He is really keeping that car going. About 85% on the throttle. We roll down the backstretch. Still holding it on the throttle through turns 3 and 4. I'm surprised he's holding it wide open, or essentially wide open. Jacob Williams down pit road, he can't make it. A couple cars with radio issues. Williams down 1 now. Through turns 1 and 2 we go. Again, question is, will Joey Stone be able to make it, or will he run out right before the finish line, do the Lightning McQueen move, run out of gas and blow out his tires right at the start-finish line? Roll past the start-finish line. 2 laps to go for Joey Stone out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Will he be able to make it? He is 2 seconds clear of Ryan Apt. Dominic Billings, third of a second behind him. Kyler McCarthy, a third of a second behind Billings. Quisenberry, a third of a second behind McCarthy. Back through turns 3 and 4. Joey Stone. White flag, white flag, white flag. Coming back no matter what. Out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Will he be able to make it, or will he run out of gas? Ryan Apt starting to reel him in. 8 definitely going a little bit slower. 5 of Ryan Apt just peeking on the edge of your screen now. Joey Stone rolling through turns 3 and 4. He's definitely trying to keep the power on, but he is definitely running out of gas as the engine is definitely starting to cut out. You can kind of hear it, but he will come back across and win here tonight at Michigan Raceway. What a finish. Dominic Billings also beat Ryan Apt to the line. 24 of McCarthy up against the wall backwards. Let's take another look. Let's go back and see what happened to McCarthy here. This is off of turn 4. 5 got into the 89. 89 got into the 5. They're punting each other all over Hell and Creation. 3 wide for the finish, and they all wreck each other across the start-finish line. I want to see that from another angle. Let's go to Chase Cam and rewind. Before we go to our interviews, I just want to see this. Let's go up to Billings. Dominic Billings in the number 89. Let's go to quarter speed. As we come across the start-finish line, he gave the good old door to the number 5 of Ryan Apt right at the finish line and finished second. What a race. Joey Stone burning it down at the start-finish line here at Michigan. Let's see if we can get him. Joe is... I have no idea which Joe it is. It might be Sloppy Joe? I have no idea. Maybe. All I know is I can't move him. Yeah, he's also muted and deafened at the moment, so I don't think that's him. So let's get Dominic Billings in here. Dominic Billings, this is Pat Wilkinson up the booth. You got me?
Yes, I got you.
Dominic, what a hell of a finish right there at the start-finish line, managing to beat out Ryan Apt by a nose out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Talk us through that.
Well, I qualified in good position, and the first 30 laps went good until you saw the big wreck that took me out, sent me in the back, and it was a struggle getting all the way back up here, but with some good pit stops, I managed to get myself up in a good position for the last run, and midway through I started following, and remember that this track I could shift down to 4th, which let me get back up to Ryan. And when we were coming out of turn 4, he came down and doored me, so it kind of turned me up into him, forcing him up wide, and he slowed down a little bit, giving me just enough juice to muscle it through to the start-finish line for a P2.
Well, I'd say it worked out pretty well for you in the end. Congratulations out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Finished right where you started, up in 2nd place, and led 28 of the 100 laps we wear green flag for out here tonight. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Just a really good finishing position. I needed this after not being here last week. Hopefully I can make up the points deficit from that, and hope to see you next time we're racing.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, and hope to see more of you next week.
You too.
I see what's going on in chat, and we're not going to have that kind of stuff while we are live. If you have an issue with the race or its results, please feel free to tell us in the Discord. Joey Stone, welcome up to the booth, and congratulations on winning out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen. Welcome.
Good to be here, man. You know what? I can't think of a better place to be after, you know, first race of the season for me and first win, so glad to be up here.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Congratulations once again, almost 2 seconds clear of Dominic Billings right at the end. Talk us through this race.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, fun race there. I know it was a lot of chaos with some of those cautions there, but one of the key components to winning this race, really, and just putting yourself in a good spot, is to be in front of all the chaos. And I honestly learned a lot about that just from a few weeks back running Michigan Fix and open setup and just seeing what the clean air is all about. And that was just the main mission, I feel like, for me tonight. I feel like for a lot of uphill was to get that clean air, and we just did a really good job doing it. But really crazy race, lots of drama there. I was just honestly waiting for that caution to come out there with 4 laps to go because I knew it was going to happen, but I can't believe it didn't happen. So glad one of these things went my way actually there at the end. So pretty exhilarating race.
Well, you led just shy of half the race length, 46 of 100 laps out here tonight at Michigan Raceway. Congratulations on a dominant win. And is there anything else you'd like to add once again before we sign off?
Yeah, absolutely. Just want to give a big shout out to the pit stop on my hood. There are a bunch of people over there that believe in me, that support what I do, and we support them back. And just glad to have them on this car. First win ever, honestly, for me with pit stop on the hood, so it feels pretty good. I've been wanting to get them a win for a long time, and to do it on a broadcast, to do it here at Michigan, their home track, which is actually pretty crazy. I just realized that's a home win for the pit stop right there. So that's pretty phenomenal. So really happy about that. Shout out to all of them. Of course, shout out to the entire Sloppy Joe Nation out there watching my stream right now. Could not have done this without them. Thanks for all the love they show me in every stream we do. And yeah, just thankful for the group to bring me on board today and race. It was a lot of fun, and can't wait to get at it next week and maybe go for 2 in a row.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Thanks for joining us up in the booth, and congratulations on a fantastic home win here at Michigan.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Let's get Ryan Apt in here, and we will call it a night. Ryan Apt, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. Do you got me?
Yes, sir.
Ryan, welcome back up to the booth. Congratulations on a fantastic P3. Definitely had a little bit of the slide job special right there at the end from Dominic Billings, but regardless, one hell of a finish out here tonight. 2.14 seconds behind the leader. Talk us through it.
I tried to give it all I had to try to catch Joey, but I ended up getting into the wall a little bit, got a little bit of wheel damage, and just was trying to make it to the end there.
Well, regardless, that was one hell of a run, finishing in a commendable third-place finish out here tonight. Congratulations once again. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
No, I think we're good here.
All right. Well, congratulations once again. Thanks for joining us up in the booth here at Michigan Raceway. Hope to see more of you next week.
Yes, sir.
Well, folks, we thank you all for joining us once again out here tonight with the Dutch's Dirty Dozen, brought to you in part by Hidden. Built for the hunt and built to last. Check out Hidden. Our gear is lightweight, durable, and water-resistant, designed to stay quiet in the woods when it matters the most. We partnered with Lee Bryce and songwriter Rob Hatch to design it. Our patented camo pattern is built to help you disappear when the moment counts. Check it out now at hidden.com, HIDEN.com. Apparently my broadcast went too long, so I don't have any replay to watch. Because it's not letting me. Okay. Oh, I love when iRacing just doesn't let... Oh, wait, the session may have ended. That's why I can't go watch the replay, because it's all gone. Oh, well. This broadcast has been brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, Tier 1 Wraps, Tier 1 Setup Shops, and Tier 1 Studios here on YouTube. My name's Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth. This has been the Dutch's Dirty Dozen, out here tonight at Michigan Raceway, with no overtime, 200 miles of green flag action. Thanks for joining us once again, folks, and until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
Yeah. Fired up. This one's for the drivers. Out in the shop, late night lights, grease on our hands, chasing lap times, every turn, every line we find. Trying to build that edge you feel when you drive. From the blacktop tracks to the dirt out back, we've been putting in work, yeah, we live like that. Not just fast for a lap, we make it last. So when it counts, you're gone on the gas. We don't guess, we know what it takes. Every setup built from the ground, we break. If you want that feel when the car locks in, you're in the right place. Let's go win. Yeah, we built one. Yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop, with a reason you're leading Tier 1. Setup shop Tier 1. Take it straight to the front. League nights, open runs with the ones you want. Dialed in speed, yeah, races, Tier 1 setup shop. Guy Weekly sets ready to roll. Quality trim sharp, race pace control. Builders in the lab, yeah, they stay on it. Every tweak, every change, we gain on it. Need a custom fit, yeah, we do that too. Built to match your style, what you like to do. And it ain't just speed, it's a team right here. We ride together every lap, every gear, yeah, we test, we tune, we put in the miles. Turn bad weeks into victory smiles. From rookies to pros, we're all about growth. Now fire that motor, let's get to the front. Yeah, we built for the win, yeah, we built for the win. Hammer down, let it ride, do it all again. From the green flag flying to the checkered drop. We're the reason you're leading Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1, yeah, you know the name. When the pressure's on, we bring the game. From the shop to the track, yeah, we don't stop. If you wanna win races, Tier 1 setup shop. See you in Victory Lane. Tier 1 setup shop. Tier 1.